Ikaw ba ay nag-a-apply ng trabaho at nais mong malaman ano ba mga paraan para mapansin naman ng mga recruiter ang resume ko? Ito po ay ating tatalakayin ngayong araw na ito by means of identifying ano ba ang mga pitong kumbaga pagkakamali na laging ginagawa ng mga aplikante kung kaya't ang kanilang mga resume ay hindi napapansin. Panoorin niyo po itong video ito ng inyong malaman nang sa gayon ay makapag-prepare kayo ng maayos at syempre resume na mapapansin ng mga recruiters. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Global Trainer Jamey Iris or your online career coach na tutulong sa inyo nang sa gayon ay makapag-apply kayo ng trabaho at matanggap din po kayo. Pero bago yan, I just simply want to welcome all our subscribers. Welcome back. At gayon din ang mga ating viewers na for the first time ay kumbaga po nanonood ng ating channel. Iniimbitahan ko kayo na to subscribe to my channel so that you'll get career coaching online for free. Di po ba? Mga tips, hacks, winning ways on how you can apply for a job effectively at the same time po. Paano po kayo mag-grow sa inyong career kapag natanggap na kayo sa trabaho? Kung sino man po sa inyo, hindi ako nag-apply, Jamey, pero gusto ko ma-promote. Well, this is the channel simply for you. I'm a learning and development manager for more than 15 years. Locally and internationally, nagtatrabaho po ako as a learning and development manager, trained more than 30,000 already po ng mga leaders, brand ambassadors, at gayon din po mga empleyado from 100 nationalities. And marami na po ako natulungan to grow in their career. From, rank and file, naging supervisor, naging manager po. At marami rin po ako na natulungan na nag-apply sa trabaho at yung resume po talaga nila fully prepared. But then again, when I help them, nakatulong, na-interview sila at ilan din po sa kanila ay kumbaga po natanggap. Siyempre po kasi kailangan pang interviewin, di ba? Pero the mere fact na mapansin ang resume, ma-shortlist at ma-interview, yun yung first step na kailangan nyo gawin. Kaya yan pong ating ibibigay sa inyo sa video ito nang malaman po ninyo unang-una. Ano po ba yung mga 7 common mistakes that you should avoid? And if you want to know the winning ways and hacks on how to prepare a resume, please watch my other video. Nag-prepare po ako nito nang sa gayon ay malaman ninyo. Now, this is the Tagalog version of the video. If you want to watch the English version, we do have that as well. So panoorin niyo po yung ating English version of this career video. So with that everyone, alamin na po natin. Nag-prepare ka na ba ng resume mo? Pero hindi ka 100% sure kung ito ay stand out para sa recruiter or nag-prepare ka na, nag-submit ka na pero wala pa rin recruiters na alam mo yon pumapansin sa resume mo. Hindi kaya merong ilan sa mga mababanggit o madidiscuss natin ngayon na nasa resume mo na kailangan mong baguhin nang sa gayon mas maging stand out at mas mapansin ang resume mo ng potential employer mo o ng mga recruiters. Now, here are the common mistakes that you have to avoid when writing your resume na makakatulong para makapag-create ka pa ng mas appealing na resume and that will stand out sa mata ng mga recruiters. Number 1, iwasan po ninyo ang mga typographical errors, mga maling spellings, grammatical and formatting errors. Kailangan po ang resume, kahit simple lang po ito, ay malinis at professional tingnan at madaling basahin. Now, for the format, kailangan you keep your margin at least 1 inch on all sides. Go for 1.0 or 1.15 line spacing text between the text. And then kung ito naman ay after subheadings, then double lines naman ito. Now, make sure na consistent ka din sa punctuation. Napaka-importante nito. It shows how reliable din yung iyong, kumbaga, pagpe-present ng sarili mo through a resume and how you write the dates, headings, and sections. Now, list your achievements. Kailangan ilista mo ito at responsibilidad mo na ginawa dun sa dating kumpanya mo sa role na similar sa ina-applyan mo. Kailangan naka-bullet point ito kaysa paragraph. Mas madaling basahin kung bullet points. Pangatlo, before you submit your resume to an employer or potential employer, please make sure basahin mo muli. I-proofread mo ito para sa kung may typo ba ito, misspelling, grammatical errors, or formatting errors, so that at least maganda pag pinasa mo sa employer mo. Pwede kang gumamit ng mga online grammar and spelling checkers gaya ng Grammarly or the Spelling and Grammar Checker in Microsoft Word or Google Docs. Or maaari mo rin ito i-share sa isang kaibigan na mahusay ang mata at may abilidad when it comes to yung English language at makakita ng maaring i-correct na punctuation o possible error sa iyong resume. Like for me, halimbawa ako po, marami po sa aking nagpapa-check ng mga resume, nagpapatulong simply because alam po nila na may mata po ako dahil dati nga po ako nagre-recruit when it comes to mga aplikante at ako po yung nagsasala ng mga resume at marami na po sa mga tinulungan ko ang talaga po nakakuha ng first interview and of course how they actually do well sa interview. Syempre nakuha po nila yung trabaho. Another po video yan dahil bibigyan ko rin po kayo ng tips especially kapag kayo in interview, what are the winning ways that you could actually take into consideration. Now, to correct this type of errors, it's very important na ang mga potential employers po natin ay magkaroon na po ng good impression po sa inyo sa pagkita pa lang po ng inyong resume. And that will indicate that you pay close attention to details. Now, pangalawa is outdated or incorrect contact information. Siyempre po, kinakailangan nyo na i-make sure that the contact information ay up-to-date at tama din po ang mga information. Kasi paano nila kayo makukontak kung may maling isang number or letter doon sa inyong contact information. Ensure that the contact number you include is the one that you're actually, you can actually take yung calls from that number and dapat hawak nyo palagi as much as possible. If may preferred time kayo for you to be called, kailangan indicate nyo rin po just in case para at least alam nyo na pag tumawag sila, hindi masasayang yung tawag nila. And you can also make a reliable, ito po, very important po, as appropriate and at the same time polite po na voice message just in case, a voicemail message in case po na ma-miss yung call para po you can be sure to check your messages regularly during your job search. Pero mag-ingat lang po tayo sa mga possible scams kasi marami po ngayong scam emails, scam text at scam calls din po. So wag lang po kayo basta sasagot sa mga scam text. Kung hindi nila binanggit kung anong company galing sila, baka hindi po yan mga masasabi natin na reliable recruiter. So dapat alam nyo ano yung mga kumpanya na pinag-applyan nyo nang hindi po kayo mabiktima ng scam. Number 3, kailangan yung i-avoid is including the home address. Yes, it's a mistake. Kailangan po kapag halimbawa nilagay nyo kung where are you from, wag po yung complete home address. Natutunan ko po to. You will not see this in other like books or other resources. It's from my own experience po. I did work for a bank before as a phone banking specialist and at the same time po with everything that is happening now, you will see a lot of people are scammed. Yung mga bank accounts po, di ba? And other mga kumbaga accounts nila. Bakit? Tandaan nyo po, sa bangko, usually bago mag-change, mag-block, or kaya may mga request kayo, magtatanong ang mga call center agents ng what we call personal identification questions. Now, kailangan makasagot kayo ng 3. Depende po sa call center yan, 3 hanggang 4 po na questions dapat maitama nyo. At isa sa mga questions na palaging tinatanong na ini-expect nila na kayo lang ang nakakaalam ay yung complete home address po ninyo. Dati po, in preparing the old resume na madalas po binibigay physically sa mga kumpanya, nakalagay yung kompletong address. Now, when I think about it, kasi po I'm working with HR po kasi for more than 15 years na din, you don't actually need it. You only have to include yung place kung saan kayo generically, like it could be the city or the town. And then, again, kung Pilipinas yan, city, town. Kung international application, then the town and the country. For example, Pilipinas, Ayala, Makati, Clark, Pampanga. That's fine. Pero kung international naman, pwede mo naman sabihin Manila, Philippines. Makati, Philippines. So, enough na yon. Hindi nyo kailangan ilagay yung like yung number ng street niyo, number ng building or apartment, wag na po. For your safety, kasi nowadays if people get hold of your complete home address, again, you'll never know kasi ang scammer is a scammer, so they might use it to hack your bank account. So to avoid that, everyone, just write po yung town or city ninyo and or kaya town plus the country kung international application. Number 4, mistake that you should avoid is unnecessary personal information. You should be very selective po. Namimili kayo kung anong information ang ilalagay sa resume po ninyo. There's no need to include personal information on your resume such as marital status, nationality, religion, so forth and so on. Even the birthday, hindi kinakailangan yan. In fact, it is illegal for some employers overseas to ask for this personal details kasi they have to base kung kayo ay tatanggapin nila sa trabaho or i-interviewin nila kayo. It must be based from the skills that you have and not something personally kumbaga about you. Now, it is just like what you've said, you have to consider if your personal information is relevant to the job you're targeting. Now, if it doesn't demonstrate your qualification for the role, then do not include it in your resume. So I hope, please make sure that you do that. Don't include it. Number 5, unprofessional email address. Kapag kayo po ay nag-include ng email address, you must use a professional email address kasi ang email address na hindi po professional ay hindi po nakakagawa or hindi po, it doesn't help you to give that positive image para po doon sa ating kumbaga employer or potential employer. So ano ba ang unprofessional email address? Ang unprofessional email address is yung halimbawa, gumagamit ka ng mga code name, hindi mo pangalan. For example, Miss Universe 2022 at gmail.com, or it could be Mr. Handsome at yahoo.com. Now, all of those is not you, right? It might sound cool, but it's not you. So a professional email address is, you must create an email address with your first and last name or a variation of it so that your resume will appear formal and professional to your potential employers and recruiters. Number 6, using unreadable or fancy fonts. Use clear and readable fonts. Consider using basic or simple fonts like Times New Roman, Arial, and Tahoma, and keep the normal text font size at least 10 to 12 points, and the section titles or headers text to 14 to 16 points. In that way, you can also avoid using bright colors that can take the focus away from the content in your resume. So please take note of that. Okay? Hindi po naman maganda na kumbaga yung mga kulay ninyo ay napakadami and then it doesn't show professionalism. Unless, of course, it's graphic artist that you're actually, applying for. You can be as creative as you can. And then number 7, last but certainly not the least, please avoid, okay, the lack of specifics. Now, ang mga employers po, they need to understand ano ba yung nagawa mo, mga accomplishments mo in your previous workplace, and what was your role. Make sure that you include some of those details. Kasi yung iba naman, nakulangan. Huwag naman masyadong mahaba na parang nobela. Just bullet points na, they can see at a glance, okay, so those are the, what we call the achievements or the responsibilities that this person already had done. So, makikita nila kung fitted ka dun sa role na ina-applyan mo at mabigyan ka ng chance sa ma-interview. Though my expertise is in learning and development, there was a point in time where I was being trained as a human resources manager. So during that time, I was tasked to ensure, and at the same time, I was the official online recruitment in charge. So I ensure that I'm the one who posts the job openings and I'm the one who's, shortlist all the candidates' resume for my HR director and the department heads for them to interview. So nakasalalay sa kamay ko kung sino ang mga isa-shortlist. So, I was trained on how to do that. May formal training po ako. And based from that, I, scan the CVs or the resume. Kung external applicant yan, whatever you actually submitted, katulad po, lahat po, most of the time kayo po na nanonood sa akin, external applicant po kayo. It means that you don't belong to that company and you're just submitting because you want to be part of that company. So whatever you submit to the recruiter, dun lang yung pagbabasihan nila. So just make sure na naka-highlight ang iyong mga, again, ang iyong mga qualifications na relevant do sa job description. So kailangan kina-customize po ninyo ang inyong resume doon sa job task or kaya sa job position na in-applyan ninyo. Hindi po pwede, ito yung job na in-applyan ko dati, ito yung resume ko, ito na rin yung resume ko ngayon. E paano kung hindi naman talaga eksaktong pareho yun at may, kumbaga, a little bit of difference? Dapat naka-customize yung mga keywords. Kailangan mo tinitake into consideration at magamit mo kung ginawa mo na yon sa iyong, kumbaga, trabaho before. Kasi again, yun ang kailangan nila at yun ang hahanapin po nila. Kung internal applicant ka naman, kasi naman doon sa isang kumpanya ko, so yung isa, I'm entertaining external employees, doon sa isa naman, na kumpanya ko po na international company, internal candidates naman po ito. So they're applying for an internal job opening. So during that time, a lot na nagsasubmit sa akin, pag tiningnan ko yung resume nila, naku po, hindi talaga qualified. So I will have to tell them assertively that, we have to find another job that may suit you because this position that you're applying for, itong kailangan namin, dan. And then, ang resume mo, it doesn't say that you have those qualifications. And then they will say, hindi, Jamey, I do have that qualification. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. And then, when he was saying that, so you say you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that, nasaan na yun dito? And kakamot, they will just scratch their head. Kakamot sila ng ulo. So sabi ko sa kanila, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to include all those things that you've mentioned to me in bullet points. And then, bumalik ka sa akin, isubmit mo yung iyong resume. And then, based from doon, pwede ko na siya i-forward doon sa mga leader ng departments na mag-i-interview sa kanila. Kasi merong nag-match doon sa job description ng posisyon na hinahanap namin. Kasi kung wala, I will not definitely submit that and they will not be qualified. That is for internal candidates and rarely, diba, na tayo, kayong nanonood ngayon sa akin, na you're submitting for an internal position and someone like me who will give you an advice. So alam niyo po ba, sa dami ng mga in-advisean ko, na syempre, yung mga sumunod sa akin, they were actually shortlisted and I submitted their resume to the employers or to the leaders and they were actually, hindi lang po yun, kasi ganito po pag sinabit ko sa leader, tiningnan ng leader, titingnan ulit yung resume, sasabihin nila, okay, Jamey, interviewin ko. Pero pag nakita na, hindi pa rin, hindi kompleto, hindi ko interviewin. So marami po, dun sa aking mga in-advisean, naka-first base po talaga sila at actually nakahit ng home run kasi naipasa po nila and at the same time, sila po ay na-hire. Well, sa isang video ko naman po yun i-share sa inyo ano ba yung mga magandang gawin nang sa gayon ay ma-hire din po kayo sa mga job ninyo at mapagtagumpayan ninyo ang interview. But for the meantime po, yan po munang ating gagawin. Kailangan po na take into consideration what I'm sharing. Again, nasa sa atin po yan. Una, kung nakagawa na kayo ng resume, then make sure check nyo lang po kung merong itong mga common errors na sinasabi ko, baguhin nyo po ito. Nang sa gayon ay mas maging attractive ang inyong resume sa mga recruiters. And kung hindi pa po kayo nakagawa ng resume, so please take this into consideration as your guide. And panoorin nyo po yung ilang ko pa pong mga videos kasi una po, ang resume po kasi may mga winning ways. Ano po ba yung mga magandang i-include nyo sa resume ninyo? Yung isang video ko pa po naman, meron po tayong tinatawag na hard skills, soft skills na kailangan makita rin po sa resume ninyo. Ano ba yun, Jamey? Panoorin nyo po yung isang video ko at inyo pong malalaman. So mga kababayan, ito po ang ating mga tips. So please share nyo rin po ito sa mga nag-a-apply po nating mga bagong graduate or kaya po walang trabaho, nawala ng trabaho dahil sa pandemic at the same time po or gusto nyo mag-iba ng trabaho. So hoping that this video have actually helped you. So again, what are the 7 mistakes or common resume mistakes that you should avoid? So here are the following. Number 1, typographical errors, incorrect spellings, grammatical and formatting errors. Number 2, please avoid outdated or incorrect contact information. Number 3, iwasan ang including your complete home address. Number 4, iwasan din po ang mga unnecessary personal information. At number 5, kailangan po iwasan ang unprofessional email address. Number 6, iwasan din po ang paggamit ng mga unreadable or masyadong fancy fonts. And last but not the least is yung i-avoid po natin yung kakulangan ng paglalagay ng mga specifics katulad po ng mga accomplishments po ninyo or roles and responsibility in your previous workplace. So yan mga kabayan, I wish you all the best sa inyong pag-a-apply. Balitaan niyo po ako, hoping po na makatulong ito at magkatulong ito at ma-shortlist ang inyong application at makatanggap po kayo doon sa trabaho. Muli po, ako si Global Trainer Jamey Iris, ang inyong online career coach na tutulong sa inyo nang sa gayon kayo ay magkatrabaho at at the same time ay kung kayo ay nasa trabaho at gusto niyo ma-promote ay you can grow and develop in your career. If you find this video helpful and informative, please click like and I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channels. So dalawa po ang channel ko. Ito po, Jamey Iris Empowers, the training and career channel for you. At yung pangalawa naman po is Jamey Iris Talk TV. It's a talk show where I share to you my skills in public speaking at pag-uusapan po natin ang mga different topics na kumbaga po travel, current events, and a lot of other things. Pero syempre, kung gusto niyo about job and growth and development, ito naman po itong channel na ito. At sa lahat ng mga nag-a-apply, I wish you all the best. May God bless you in your job hunting or job search, and looking forward, balik lang po kayo dito sa ating channel na matulungan ko po kayo at you can drop down, you can actually write down any po ng mga questions ninyo related po sa job search, career, dito po sa ating comment box. So with that everyone, this is Global Trainer Jamey Iris, your online career coach. See you in my next video.